And the I in KCI does stand for international. Proof of it right here. They do have international flights, but not quite the options that most cities our size do. But that soon could change for a couple of reasons. A $1.5 billion new terminal at Kansas City International will provide new luxurious spaces. It won't necessarily drive up demand for international flights, but will double the number of international gates at a time when airlines are focused on KC.
We've seen that the spotlight is on Kansas City and will be on Kansas City for the next 5+ years as we gear up and then host World Cup. The opportunity to put Kansas City front and center in the eyes of especially international airline network planners is really in a good place right now.
Kansas.
The World Cup itself will attract tens of thousands to Kansas City over a couple-week period. But airport officials hope either before or after the event they can pitch airlines on Kansas City's international travel. An average of 410 KCI passengers a day eventually make their way across the Atlantic after one or two connections. Even more if you consider other regional airports. They add up to some of the biggest numbers of passengers with no direct flight options.
At the end, it's a profit or loss question. Is this a market that would sustain long-term international air service? The positives that we have going for us is the very positive response that the market had for Iceland Air.
Now, grounded Boeing MAX 737 planes and then a pandemic ended up putting an end to this airport's first and only ever transatlantic route being from Iceland Air. But that airline actually just ranked Kansas City the best city in the world for those working vacations. So, Kevin, maybe a sign of things to come.